Oh, hold on. We're live. What? Oh God, get my drink. It's live. Wait, the mic. You want to get your drink?
Okay.
Which one is it? Red Bull? No, we got one. Turn it off. I can hear it talking. What? Oh, we're live here. Okay. What, Chalks? Any time now? Oh, I see. Some things never change. Some things never change. Oh dear.
Hold on, we're like an
Live,
hour and a half late to our live.
Yeah. All right.
Ready?
Start recording. Crack that open. Yeah, crack that open. Boom! What is up, guys? This is Alex from First Figures.
Hey there, everyone. This is Chuckles.
Welcome to Live and Unplugged. It is the 11th of October 2019. OMG. It is good to be back. I have missed this, Chucks. All right, let me crack that open as well.
Welcome back.
Boom. Welcome back. Cheers. How are you guys doing? It has been a long time in coming. We have some old faces, some new faces in the house. What is going on, Ryan Cage? We got Raphael. How you doing? You've been since Gamescom. You kicking back, chilling. We got Chris Harrison in the house. Alicia Holmes. What is going on? Ali C or Ali G, depending on how you're feeling today. What's going on? It has been too long. I have missed you, and I've missed you. I've missed that guy. Oh well, no, I've not missed that guy. Forget about that person.
Wow, so many names.
Only kidding. How's it been? It has been too long in coming.
Yes. Hey guys. Hey Kimberly. Hey Raphael. Justina. Wow. These names are coming back to me now. Liam.
Christina's loving her Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
Have you watched that yet?
I've watched it.
It's decent, yo.
I tried to watch it on the plane. I honestly tried. I've like.
Which to where? Gamescom or to PAX?
To both. On the way and return. I somehow,
You mean you failed 2 times?
More than
Two
that.
times?
More than that. And I also try to watch the My Hero Academia movie as well. But I don't know. I just like played for the first 3-4 minutes and I was just like, I'm bored. I want something else. Not bored of the content.
Yeah,
it's just it's when you're on that flight mode and your mind just not with it. Yeah.
Indeedy. What is going on, Tosha? Sabrina Shaw in the house. Hey, what's going on, Dan? We got Demos on Twitch. Lauren Moreau, how's it going?
Hey.
It is so good to be back. It is good to be back.
Nothing's changed. We haven't changed. We still got the shirts.
Now, you say that, Chuck.
We got the chairs.
It's been 2
we got
months.
this glorious white wall.
Oh yeah, it's
Still-
very nice,
yeah.
very nice. Yeah. It's been 2 months, Chocks, and you say nothing's changed. Well, when I put on this t-shirt today, after 2 months, I realized something had been changed because it was tight. I was like, wait a second, it was on this tight 2 months ago. Damn, I need to, hit the gym.
You
I need to
stretch.
hit the gym.
Because it's been, you haven't worn it for a while. It's kind
That's
of
true.
shrunk, so you got to stretch it back out again.
Safe. Absolutely right. Boom. I love it, Chocks. Back in front of the camera, back with a live. Tell us, did you miss us since we last did our streams? No, be honest with you. You were like, not interested. Or
Yeah.
did you feel like your Friday days were
You felt
kind of missing?
something missing in your life.
Right.
You just felt, oh, I got over it. I have better things to do on a Friday night.
Let us know if you have missed this. Honestly, it's been quite interesting because we've gone dark for 2 months now. On the streams, it's been quiet in the club. Things have been a little bit kept on the DL when it comes to launches, all that sort of stuff. Today, of course, Chocks, we've just come off the Luigi live stream launch. Thank you so many for you guys who came to
Who are those
join
guys
us.
there? Who are those guys on that stream?
Hey, that's awesome. It's a, Chelsea Lefebvre says she was lonely.
Oh.
I appreciate that. James is saying that he is missing the DDTs. No, he's saying I've not been DT. I need to do more DDTs. We got JC in the house. How you doing? I know it's been quiet in the Addy chat as well.
Yes.
And it's been like going, what's going on with the boys and all that stuff. We've been here. We've been behind the scenes. We've been keeping our heads down, Jocks. What have we been doing? We've been concentrating on getting those good products out to you guys. We've been doing a lot of that.
Hey, Brit.
We got Raging Luigi over on YouTube. He says he's pre-ordered the Luigi. I would hope so with a name like that. Love it. Tasha misses her Ephra fam. Honestly, it's been too long in coming. Thank you so much for joining us. We got Bookbinder in the house. Did you go to PAX? Did you see Kevin Bookbinder? Did you go to PAX? No, he didn't. He said he wasn't going to go.
No.
God, it's like that. Not only did he not go to PAX, but that was the single only reason you brought Phoenix Wright to the show, to show Kevin Bookbinder, because he is the lawyer, right? And he was talking about how he pre-ordered it. That's the only reason you brought him, and he didn't even turn up.
No.
Objection!
Or MJP.
MJP in the house is what I'm talking about.
God. It's been
Now that
so
boy,
long,
have you seen that MJP's got double Bowsers? Not one, but double, the doubler.
No, he's just been posting holiday pics.
So what's new? Where's he been? He's been in Turkey again.
I don't know.
I know that's usually the.
He takes scenery pics and he takes food pics. And beer.
That's the good life.
Yeah.
That's the good life. What's up, Philip DeForge? How you doing over on YouTube? Kevin Bookbinder says he couldn't do it this year. He was out of town. We booked it with the understanding that you were going to be there. So we have put the check, the bill, I should say, in the post. We expect you to bring the check to us to pay for PAX. Isn't that right, Chocks?
Kenny Cruz.
Alternatively, pick up the Luigi and we'll call it square. Kenny Cruz in the house. What's going on, man? Chocks, it is good to be back. Good to be back.
Yes.
Let me just be clear. This is not a Friday Q&A. This is a live and unplugged 11th of October. It's literally just chill out. Chill out. Let you guys know what's been going on. Let you guys know how's it going. Chat with you guys. Answer a few questions here. Answer a few questions there. Just to say we haven't disappeared. We're still here. We've been in the club, Chucks, but not, of course, as active as before. I actively said 2 months ago that I was going to take a step back. I wanted to focus on the focus on the company. And my gosh, Chucks, there have been some huge developments behind the scenes. And there's only one thing I can say about that, Chucks. I am pumped. I'm pumped. It's also because I cut out all diet soda and all energy drinks, and I've been on it today, and that's why I'm super pumped. Let's be clear, the energy.
I've been waiting 2 months for this.
I know, right? I know, right? He's been necking the small ones on the daily, but he's like, I need a big one. I need a big one. Oh, it's so good to be back. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Matthew says he's going to do some play search soon. I tell you what, Chucks. Finally, 7 years in the making.
7 years in the making?
My house is going to get 1G. 7 years in the making. It's been 30M. I've been sitting there on 30M.
You've been so that message you sent me that I explained to you, you're super lucky to have it
because it just meant it, right? So
all it took was three people to say nah.
So I'm in this kind of forest state, right, away from most of Hong Kong civilization, should I say? And they had to do a questionnaire that in order to get the fiber to our estate, a certain number of people had to sign up on the questionnaire, and it had to hit 70 for it to start the work.
How many people submitted that form anyway? How many houses do you have in your estate?
It's about 280.
Yeah, 280, and then like how many percent?
Maybe 100.
Yeah, so like a third, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
A third of people responded to that form. Out of that, a third of people, let's say 100. Your provider says at least 70 houses needs to say yes before it can go ahead with the 1G. My understanding, right?
Absolutely.
And like, what is it? Out of that 1/3, like
two said
72 said no. One didn't bother to answer, but he did handle the form, right?
Yeah,
he or she or whatever, that house, right? And then 73.
Aye, 3.
Yeah, 73. Yeah, something like that. 73.
Skin of our teeth. But Chocks, what's different? That's
What?
FRF, skin of the teeth. Just get in there.
Now that he's got 1G at home. He doesn't have to come to the office anymore.
If I have 1G, it's not going to happen instantaneously. I think
No, it's
Chinese
at
New
least,
Year.
At least 2020, right? That's
Yeah,
where
sure,
they
I'll
start
probably
doing the,
right.
the digging.
The
or
digging,
whatever,
that sort of stuff. It means I can have. The thing is, right, there's a couple of things about the live streams. The first thing is, I did the live streams on a Sunday evening from 10 p.m. my time till 2 a.m. in the morning.
4 hours, yeah.
4 hours,
Yeah.
and of course I got to be here beforehand, and then I got to get home. Yeah. And I was getting home at like 3 o'clock and going to bed, and I would have Monday morning meetings back in the office, and it was killing me. Let's just be clear. Let's be clear. I would have been better at Sekiro if I did it at a more normal time period. That's the only reason why I died. I mean, there's no other reason, right? Because I got them skills that make the ladies blush. Now, if I get the 1G at home, it means I can just do it at home in more normal hours, or even if I do it the same hours, I don't have that trek there and that trek back, which is the killer. I can just be like, all right, because most nights I'm up till 1 o'clock at least, right? Maybe I can do a 10 till 1, no problem, off to bed, no problem, let's play search, let's go. That's the first thing. The second thing is this, Chocks. This has been so interesting for me, right? The last 2 months, I've said a couple of things. The first one is I'm going to pull out a little bit of the out of the club to focus on the company. Okay, that's one thing. Neffy, I'm going to focus on the company more, and just social media is taking up too much of my time. With the company, if my focus goes off the company, things can fall through the cracks. All these sort of things. So there is a 3 letters that is important, and the first one is the letter S. The second letter is O, and the last one is P. And SOP, if you don't know what it means, it's basically write shit down. So there's a manual, so things do not fall through the cracks. Now, that is something that I'm going to understand where the cracks have been and how we can plug them. And that is what I've been focusing on for the last 2 months. And another thing is I've been really focusing, Chocks, as you know, company meetings on 2 days. That is a Tuesday and a Thursday. And the reason why I talk about this is because it allows me to follow up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It allows for me to focus on things that need to be followed up as a result of those meetings. Now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes nobody comes in to follow up with anything because they know what they're doing. Everyone's beginning to get into the procedure a lot better and it's beginning to run itself. No one comes in to, I'm not going to say disturb me, but inquire about X, Y, and Z, whatever it may be. So, that means one of those days could be a play search in the middle of the day. And I could be like, yeah, let's play search for the whole day, 8 hours, let's go. No break. Let's go. Finish Sekiro, one go.
You can hang out in the studio once that's hopefully done. Why? Yeah.
That's true.
You go over there for 8 hours.
I don't want to look into the double meaning thinking that you don't want me in the office, but I'll take it at face value that you actually suggested, yeah, go into the new studio now. So Chocks, talk to us a little bit about what's been going on with that studio. What was the plan for that? What is the plan? What is going to be the future 4-hour streams? Because this is a live and unplugged 11th of October. It was a boom, boom, boom. We're doing Luigi's launch. Boom. Let's come back and do a live launch to say hi to people, hang out. As you guys saw, we were super profesh in the video before. Keeping it on the straight and narrow. Boom, boom, boom. This is Luigi. This is the product. This is the thing. Boom, it's launched. Then boom.
Straight to the point. No wishy-washy.
No looking at the question. I mean, we saw sort of stuff. Some people's like, hey, does the thing light up? I didn't want to actually answer. I just sort of tilted up so people could see that sort of thing. But in terms of actually chilling, chatting, all that sort of stuff, we will have a little section. We just thought,
we just thought, hey, why not? Like I said, we understand. We heard a lot of feedback from our previous Friday Q&As, and we want to try and we did mention that we want to tweak things, and then just at this launch, this day allow us to kind of test that out as well. So we want to make sure that hopefully from now on, all launches will have its own dedicated slot. So the guys that will come in for the pre-orders will just focus on that, and those guys want to stick around a little bit longer and have a little chit chat with us, can have can wait for the second program that follows afterwards. So,
Absolutely. I mean, let's just quickly recap how these live launches go now. And that's, I think, the future of how we're going to be doing this. It was the first test for us. And that is, we're going to do a launch. What used to happen was, boom, it's going to be a launch and people would join and go, what on earth are these guys banging on about? I came here to order Spyro, or I came here to order Sonic and Tails, right?
Yeah.
And we're droning on about the week in review, then it's Q&A, and it's TTs and King of the Rings.
Toilet breaks.
Yeah. Snack reviews if you grace us with your presence with a snack review. And then, at the end, it's boom, okay, here's a documentary and here's the information. And, you know, it became like, first of all, the guys were like, oh, I came here for that, not to hear you guys drone on. We thought, well, let's make it much more concise and much more focused on what it was going to be.
And also, just to say the guys behind the scenes is that it also, because IT guys they had to be with us throughout. Same with our Miguel, our blogger, he had to be there with us as well. So, you know, credits for those guys that stuck with us to the end of the show, like you guys as well. So I guess it helps everyone as well, having these pre-orders launch main focus on that evening at a time slot, which is great for Australians as well. So before midnight we'll have those launches. Hopefully we can get that done in around about half an hour to 45 minutes, and then we'll go for a little short break, just making sure that the live goes smoothly. And then after that, then we can go and, hey, let's have a chill, let's talk, no stress, nothing to worry. So it's kind of like, you know, back in the day when we did the launch and the validation at the same time, you know, like first come first serve, it's kind of like that. We kind of split that off. So focus on the launch at the beginning and then just chill, relax and chat, play games or whatever it is afterwards. If there's any more programs later on, you know, as we keep on upgrading the studio, we'll have to keep on work towards that. So hopefully there's more programs, like mini programs, like short 30 minutes, short 40 minutes, that kind of a setup. Yeah,
absolutely.
As for studio, it hasn't been going according to plan. I mean, we had the place, as you guys know, we used the place for our documentaries and photo preparation for launches, and you know, at times when we had the events, we had to use that place as a storage area, and we also had that as a showroom area. You know, now we're back from Gamescom and PAX West, catching up on a few matters, a few other things. The studio was one thing that we need to catch up, and we're working with the other guys.
I mean, I did say I want it to be up and running by March
2020. No, but on all seriousness, we're paying that, we're using it, which is fair and square, but it kind of misguided its uses, its original purpose. So we definitely have to. We've drawn out some floor plans.
Just get on with it.
Yeah, get on with it, and hopefully, we definitely got, you know, things kind of locked in our heads. We know what it is.
Oh yes.
It's actually doing the physical things, getting it renovated, furnitures and all that stuff, and hopefully we have a nice looking setup than this one. And then when we do the launches and those other programs, you guys will feel at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing's quite interesting, Chalks. You know, there is no documentary for the Luigi launch, and I think moving forwards, we won't do those documentaries the kind of way that we've been doing them before, sitting back, doing the documentaries, going through all of that. I'm not sure how many people actually watch them. I'm also just thinking the live approach to showing them and all that sort of stuff is kind of how I think when we did the Luigi, it was quite a good way just to do it. I'm not sure how that might work. You know, I say that, but I just know that our next resin's going to be quite beastly, right? He's quite big, and will even fit on the screen, and that's something to consider.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a lot of the things to take into account. But it was just more about talking about the product just live. Used to be kicking it old school like that, as opposed to doing the documentaries, and it was just another way to do it. I think in the future we'll have a bit more. We'll do documentaries in the future, but a lot more professionally done. It's not just you and I just sitting there chatting about it. I want to get more of the team involved. I want the actual 3D sculptors. I want the project managers. I want more. This is not me making this anymore. It used to be me making this way back when. It used to be myself, John, and Kanako, with 3 people in the company just one more time, I used to be in charge of making the packaging. This is way back in the day, right? Packaging, production, developing the product, working with creative directing, all that sort of stuff. And Kanako was handling the shipping, the customer service, and John was financials, not logistics, licensing, and that sort of stuff, right? And over time, it's been a lot of things have. I think one of the first things was that I gave away, when I say gave away, the responsibility of doing the packaging, because if you look at the old school packaging, I don't even want to talk about what I've designed, and like when you see a noticeable increase in the quality of the packaging, that is when I let go, right? And that was sort of early on, 10 years ago, right? I let go of the packaging, and then subsequently I've let go of Kanako stopped doing the logistics. Boom, we got a shipping person, and we've got in a customer service, and that's Kanako letting go. And then myself, I got people in China for QC, started letting go of that. Getting the last thing that is I've been holding on to with an iron grip was the creative and the sculpting and all of that sort of stuff. I had project managers coming in. Chris and Buffy's been with us. Buffy's been with us for coming up to a year now. In fact, maybe even a year. I don't, long enough, right?
It feels longer, doesn't it?
Right. She's been there. Chris has been with us since whenever it is. All of a sudden, I'm no longer the be all and end all and making all the decisions anymore. Of course, I'm following the projects, and a lot of the projects that we've been going through has been stuff that is legacy stuff that I did way back when. And the stuff that so just to say, I've now got a much bigger team on the creative side. Been working with some amazing artists that are now really, really bringing up the quality of our work. There's no doubt in my mind, because I am not an artist. I'm not I'm going to stand up and put my hand up. I'm not an artist whatsoever. All the stuff that we made before, there could be lots of improvements, and I recognize that, and we've got that position where we could take it to the next level, Charles, and that's what we've been focusing on. Taking it to the next level by hiring in a team that is full of incredibly artistic, incredibly talented artists. And I'm really, really excited to show you the fruits of that. And that's been something that's been working on in the last 5-6 months, I would say, and it's really beginning to gather together a team, and I'm really excited to show what that means. But why am I talking about this? Because it means that the documentaries are going to be less about me talking about what I did or what the team, it's going to be what the team, and I want to hear it from the team. What I do now, Chox, is not really give the direction anymore. The only thing I do is I tell things that only I can, at this stage, really explain. And that is the understanding of the pricing of a sculpt in concept stage, and how is it that we can make this product to be what scale, what details, what accessories, what sort of these sort of things. I need to sign off on that, because I can give an artist a sandbox and they will build me an empire, but empires are not cheap, they are expensive, and I have to understand what are commercially acceptable for our customer base. And that is something that you cannot just know. No matter how good of an artist you are, you can never know that from the beginning. It is something that you can learn over time, and I think that my role in that, in terms of the design, will start going further and further back as people begin to understand what can and can't be done, without me going, that looks amazing, but sorry, it's not going to work. It's too expensive to manufacture, or it's too complicated to make. All those sort of things. That will be something that the team will develop over time. And as that happens, Shocks, myself will be more and more at the back. And I want those artists who are responsible for the piece to be more and more at the front. So that is why we see the evolution of the Q&A, of the documentaries. It's going to be a lot less of you and me just sitting there talking about it. I mean, we can sit there and we can talk about the details, but the actual development of it, it's going to be much more. I want it to be better. I want it to be produced in a way that highlights the talent of our team, and I want that to be celebrated. And that is something that is not going to happen overnight, and I'm not sure which project it's going to start with, because there's a lot of projects that we've still got in development that is stuff that I did way back when. But as we move forward in a year's time, every single launch, boom, 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 I want to have the team come in and be like, yeah, this is what we did. That's what I was responsible for doing. Hey, you see where this was? That's what that should be celebrated. So, what else is there, Chokes? What else have we been doing? Look, there's a lot of things that has been going on behind the scenes. Let's talk a little bit about production. We've been pushing really hard behind the scenes of getting stuff out. The resins, there have been quite a few resins that have been hitting since we last did a stream. There will be Bowser's been going out. Ornstein's been going out. We've had the Shovel Knights, the life-size Aku's. What else has been going out, Chokes? Solid Snake's starting to go out. SD.
Shovel Knights?
I said that.
You said that.
I said that. That's 5 products in the space of 2 months since we've sort of gone off air. And more stuff coming down the line. Now, Guts is about to go. I think Guts has actually left now for the Asian warehouse. And
the GNF Sonic versus Chopper.
Okay, we can't take credit for that.
No,
I mean,
but, it's part of the
sure.
But in terms of partnerships,
that is of course. And it's been great to sit there and focus on that. And I just wanted to really give a chance to focus and let that sort of speak for itself and allow, as I said, I spent a bit more time in China, not knowing I didn't have to really come back for the streams, but at least going enough time for me to really see and how to work on the SOPs to make sure that we catch all. And we've had some CS. New CS people joining the team as well. I think since we last did these streams, if you guys haven't seen, we've got Bruno and we've got Dipty. They've joined the team along with Phil. He's still there, and they're working together, and they're taking time to they're taking the time to gel and start becoming robust. And that I'm confident that over time that will get better and better. It's been nice to be able to focus on that. How about from your side, Chocks? I mean, this is what I've been saying, but we haven't had a chance to hang out like this, to hear it from your side. Oh my God, it's been like a nightmare out there. It's been on fire. I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. Are you being have you?
Whilst you enjoying your Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. No, I mean it's non-stop since Peggy and myself. We obviously after Gamescom, you guys came back, yeah?
Yeah, man. You've been busy with Gamescom.
Yeah, we came back. And then PAX. PAX was really wonderful. Went very, very well. Really enjoyable meeting some of the new faces and current faces as well, members. And yeah, that came and gone really quickly. And then as soon as we got back here, it was like diving straight into, okay, what's next? What's the next launch? What's happening? What's been happening?
It's been a lot of quietness of 2 months, and I don't know why, but 2 months doesn't seem long, but it felt long.
Really?
Oh, it felt long to me.
It felt really quick for me. I couldn't. Every single day kept going really quickly, but it felt like because I had so much stuff to catch up.
Right.
I'm still catching up now.
Right.
I don't know why things keep piling up on new things.
Right.
And I apologize, guys, if you guys are PMing me and I can't get back to you instantly. But yeah, I see what's going on out there. I see the stuff coming out. I see things going on in the admin chat. I see a lot of new. I'm trying to catch up with a lot of what's been going on in the collectible world as well. So there's been some other shows happening.
Sure.
So we need to keep things on top. But at the same time, catching up with the guys back home here. Everyone's focused on upcoming launches. Thinking like months down the road, because it's not like thinking, what I'm gonna do or what's gonna happen this week, next week. It's what we need to achieve and where we need to be at.
It's
months
the
down the road.
The vision.
Yeah.
The vision. You finally decided to look at your hat and see the horizon.
Do you need one?
I do, actually. I've been waiting for it to grow back. It's not growing. It's not growing, so I'm going to wear a hat now.
This keeps things level.
What you guys don't realise that actually underneath that hat, he's completely bald.
Yeah, but no, like, because whilst we were away, things were happening upstairs, 28th floor, with the new CS, things were still developing upstairs. So when we came back, it was a nice surprise to see some new faces in the company, and hopefully, yeah.
Can I just say, Chogs, we have a company company lunch once a month, right? And literally, we go to Outback and we have a long table. On the left,
there's no long
is a
table.
7th floor.
They can't get us a long table, so they have to split. They have to give us 2 tables. Yeah, that's where you got to be clear.
Kind of. I mean, it's a small gap, but it was clearly right. It was clearly like a long table,
small gap
right?
means a...
Yeah, right. The 28th floor was on the left, on the right.
On your right, yeah.
And the 7th floor was on the left. And I'm like, there are people literally who've been working here for over a month that do not know each other because they. And what happened? They all sat in there. Can we like force them to like speed date?
like zigzag,
yeah, like a speed date.
728, 728,
right?
728, 728.
Right?
Yeah.
And that for me was quite. And this is some of the challenges of dealing with a company that's getting bigger in terms of the staff and how to sort of try and maintain a company culture. The company culture on the 7th floor is like this, and the company culture on the 28th floor. They're having a party up there, mate.
Yeah.
And down here is
So
like.
apparently they drink whiskeys on Fridays.
Is it?
That's what Dan said.
All right, yeah. Absolutely. So it's really quite interesting to see how that goes, and all that sort of thing. So
yeah, actually, when I came back, I went upstairs. Actually, when I came back, I didn't actually immediately go upstairs, but for some reason, I had to go upstairs. I think I know why. It's probably when you were up in China, I had to go upstairs and have the meeting. Normally, the meeting's down here, right? But when you're in China, I go upstairs.
Where do you have the meeting? Just
upstairs.
Just around, because there's no one else to disturb except for Dan.
No, when I had the Thursday, the
yeah,
first
because
meeting.
the only person who's not involved in that is Dan.
But I had him involved as anyways.
Okay, but that's the only person who's not involved. Therefore, you can just like talk in that.
Well,
in
it's
that area.
easier for me to go upstairs.
Yeah, and I feel
so,
you.
So I go upstairs and
you.
I was like, "What happened here? How come there's like new desks?
Right? New desk. It's all bright. It's so nice.
There's
and
like extra new desks,
right?
I was like,
they're all called Alex's, by the way.
what?
They're all called Alex's.
They're all called Alex's.
Yeah. Ikea for the win. Definitely. Nana Say goes, "Where's the new studio? I thought this was the debut." Nah, man, it doesn't work like that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
In the plans.
Yeah.
In the plans, in the works. I mean, there's a lot of plans that we have. And what is it, Chocks, that John said about you?
What?
Apart from you being annoying.
Annoying. I was gonna say I'm annoying. What did you say
No,
about me?
he said you're annoying because you speak the truth.
Yeah.
Can you stop speaking the truth?
Truth hurts, John.
Oh dear! And what is it that you said?
I can't remember.
You're full of good ideas, John, but you never get them done. And we took that to heart, right? John came to me. "Hey, Alex." I said, "Yes, John." Chocks, right? He comes and says to me.
He agrees
No,
with me.
he goes,
for
"God,
once.
do you know what he said?" He said, "But he's right, He said, "You have great ideas." Chock said to me, "John, you have great ideas, but you never do anything about it." So, to answer your question, Anna, say, it was a great idea of having that studio. That's on Chocks. So I say to you, Chocks, you have great ideas, but you never... No, but honestly, guys, I'm really pumped about the future. I see a development that we've never really seen before. Chocks, he joined 2016, right? May 2016. He now has, for a year, it's been almost a year to the day that Cheggy is materialized with your different hat on. Cheggy has been, and we've managed to always book the same actress at every single event, which has been fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's been a year since you've brought Cheggy into the F4F world as working alongside you with regards to the marketing. And I love how it is got to the point where she's matured in understanding how things work and doing different things and just exploring
flourished.
that. Absolutely done a great job.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that is why I'm going to be welcoming Miguel. He's been working with us, for a long time, but just solely as a blog writer, mainly for us. I mean, of course, a bit of here and there, but mainly as a blog writer. I want to welcome Miguel. He will be joining the marketing team in a more official capacity, and he'll be taking over a lot of Peggy's responsibilities on the day-to-day, and we'll be welcoming in the next week or so. So Miguel, if I haven't seen you, if you're not on the stream yet, it's all good. We're gonna get that done.
Nice one.
I'm
still going to be as annoying.
But it's great to see you have your team get a little bit, because a lot of the times as with whenever John comes, when you said to John you have these great ideas but you never do anything about it, the reality is resources are finite, and you have to allocate the resources to what is the best and most impactful area. And these are the struggles and the difficulties that we have to deal with. And it was good to actually sit back for these last 2 months and pull back and just go, you know what, let's focus. What are we doing? Where are we allocating our resources? What are we going to do? And from there...
Yeah, we still, guys, I mean, we say this, we're very positive and all that stuff, but, we still, a foot on the ground, we still, going to face the facts. We're still going to be realistic that we're still nowhere near what we have in our heads. We still have to go through a lot of things like what's the plans for events? What's going to happen over there? How is it going to work? How are we going to improve the wholesales, for example? That's another area. So, yeah, exactly. So it never ends, which is good because it keeps us in work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm, as I was saying before, I'm really excited about what we've got in the pipeline. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we talked about is, hey, this is the launch. We've done launches for many, many years. We've done that. But there are some stuff behind the scenes that's really quite off the wall and quite just cool, and just it's nice to work on something that is semi-related, not really, kind of, and you'll know more about that in the future. I mean, this comes onto the rap I did, and there's quite a lot of things that I don't want. There's a lot of things in there to digest, and as I said, I've been trying to take a bit of a step out of the club. I just put the rap, and a lot of questions came out of that. I didn't really address it.
You did that at the airport.
I did that at the... Yeah, cool, yeah.
At the airport, right?
Yeah. I had to wait. I got there early. I don't want to go into a political thing, but basically, I had to get to the airport early just to be sure I could get to the airport. Right? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right? So I had a bit of time, and I just thought, it's been a long time since I really had a discussion. And I know the club has been quiet. I know the community feels like it's died a little bit because we've not had the content to give it. And I totally understand that. And that's why I think with Miguel coming in as well, helping just to come up with some ideas, how we can sort of just, in the downtimes, help with that. And I think the downtimes, we've gone through the majority of it. But here's the thing, Chocks. That's really normal. That kind of lack of information coming out of a company is actually quite normal. But it's not FRF normal. And there's a sense of expectation that we give the information as much as we can, and look, I'm up for that as well. But sometimes that is taking up the resources and and sort of getting. I mean, I used to look at every single post and read every single comment, and I used to get too focused on that and too focused on the minute. And I just want to say something as well. Chocks jumped in and said something like, if you've been PMing him, he hasn't got back to you, he's been busy. And the same thing is for me. A lot of people have been PMing me that I do not have the time to be looking at them the way I used to be able to. So
it's not that we don't want to. We do want to. It's just so we're gonna focus on making sure things are on track.
That's right. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's important, and some things will come out. But a lot of the time, people are contacting me. It's like, hey, the FlexiPay didn't work. Can you delay my payment? Like, that's not stuff that I handle. There's a team for that, and a lot of that, going through all of that, and then because what happens is when I add new friends, people want a friend request, and then they like push everybody's post down. Then it's like I have hundreds of PMs that I've not responded to because I just don't have the time. It's got to the point where I don't have the time to do that anymore, and quite frankly, I don't want to really focus on that. I want to focus. I told you guys that I want to take a step back on the social media until we're firing on all cylinders, and then you won't get rid of me. I'll be PMing you. You won't be PMing. I'll be PMing you. But I'm not at that stage yet, so please understand. That's where I'm at. I don't know how it is for you. I know you're being very busy as well, but that's the reality. I've not had the ability to really get down and look into all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be the new norm. So if you're PMing me and you're expecting me to get back to you, maybe like I did before, sorry, it's not really going to be. And I'll put a post about that in the club as well, just to say, I'm sorry, I want to, but I can't right now until we are back at it again. Back at it again. You're sliding into my DMs. I'll be sliding into your DMs once we're back in there. Now, as I said, there's the wrap. We talked a little bit about in that wrap, I talked about the 5K regulars. I talked about this sort of stuff, and there's a lot of conversations happen from that. And I said to you, I took a step back. I didn't want to get involved with this and that in terms of explaining where it is. We will save that for another live and unplugged. We'll chat about that when it comes to the time. I think it probably makes more sense to do it when we talk about the resin version. The resin version, we'll talk a little bit about that at that time. No point really to go into it right now. But just as again, it's just the whole point of that. So, Chocks, you said to me, Alex, you better not go on for ages and ages on this live and unplugged. This was just a chill out with you guys. Yeah. So I know we've been giving you, it's been a long time and we're so pumped just to be chilling with you guys. We're going to bring it to the floor. We've not had a chance to actually actually have some questions to be answered. So I think right now it's already been 40 minutes since we've been doing this. It's already been 40 minutes.
So quick.
Right?
I
know. And one of the problems with the previous lives were they were just too long and rambling. Now, we've got a lot to catch up with. I want to have these live and unplugs more focused in the future.
Yeah, because like today, we just, there's no.
We're pumped to be back. We just wanted to say.
There's no cheat sheets or anything like that. We just kind of just doing it freestyle right now. So
as we've been doing it for 129 other times.
Yeah, if you're saying it's like if you're saying it's going to be like focused, maybe have like one, maybe I don't know, maybe a main topic per stream or something like that.
Right.
So like this guy, hey guys, this particular stream we go through the breakdowns of how shipping works. Or I don't know, something like that.
Absolutely. So here's the thing. Question number 1. Aldolfo Onerato, Chocks, over to you.
Is this every Friday?
Hello, we know the answer to this. It's not contemplation.
Yeah. No.
So when is it then?
Well, right now, when we do this live and unplugged, it will most likely be after a launch stream. So let's say another pre-order in 2 weeks' time.
3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time,
like
whenever
that.
it is.
Yeah, on that Friday, we do the main launch of that product. And then
45 minutes afterwards, make sure everything's okay and going online.
Okay, a break, and then we do a live unplugged.
Yeah, just to chill with you guys, right?
So kind of think of it as programs. So there's 2 programs on that launch day.
Right.
Yeah.
To keep it focused on the different things, right?
And then once we have hopefully the studio set up as well,
then we'll call it something else. We'll figure it out, or maybe whatever it is. Yeah. And I want to see different sections in there.
I mean, like I said, different programs that focus on different topics.
Different topics, chill out zones. I want to have a play game. I want to have a 50-minute dedicated bit that we chill and play. Get some fools in to smash them up or something.
A book reading time, yeah.
A book.
I don't know. First for reading. First for.
I love it.
Eating.
Absolutely. So it's definitely something that is
much more planned out and structured.
Apart from today, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as I said, I think it was better. All the people, as I said, it didn't make sense that people came on the live stream, and then they're like, "Oh, when are you launching this product?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, come back in an hour and a half." It was ridiculous, right? And it was good to see that we could focus that if it's a launch at 10 o'clock, at 10:45, we can finish it off. And one of the things is, I don't want these streams to go on and on. Although as much as I love chatting to you, and all of us just catching up with you guys, the problem is we semi-burnt out. It was a bit of both. It was stuff happening outside the club and in the club that basically said that we should focus on ourselves, right? Let's get some production out. Let's not keep putting up pre-orders. Not that we could, but and it's not about, because of course everyone can all be like, "Oh, why are you putting up pre-orders when you haven't got the product out?" So we said, okay, fair dues, right? That's a fair comment as well. And we said, okay, let's pull it back. But with that comes with the fall off in the club. That happens. So we wanted to, when we came back, just to have the stream, just to chill out with you guys and say what's up. But another thing is, we don't want it to be too long because you guys get bored. And or the comedy duo.
Well, hopefully, maybe like we could like pace things out so other things can also work with us. Because maybe sometimes when we do a lot of streams, so much streams, other areas kind of get neglected. So if we can balance work-life balance, I don't know.
Yeah, that's absolutely right as well. I mean,
yes, because again, IT and Miguel behind the scenes with us during those launch nights and validation
they have to
nights
be
and all
up.
that stuff.
At, they have to be up at 1 o'clock. I mean, the streams finished at 1:30 a.m. for us, and others would have to be there for us when we're doing a launch, for example. And it's not fair on them. It's unreasonable times. Now Lorenzo's all right. He's in the UK, so the timing on that works out a-okay. But it's just, and also just ourselves. I would go to bed. If it was a launch night and we had to make sure everything was going smoothly, we would go.
I lose my Saturday. You don't have time with your kids, and yeah, just. Because we be focused on the streams, we'll be less focused on other areas, and that ain't right.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right.
Until the other guys can catch up, resources, they better. A lot of things, they can be more self-sufficient.
Right. Yeah, and that's what Marcus was saying as well, right? He says it's not just the streams were too long. It's not that the streams were too long, but the Q&As became quite stale. They were always the same questions, and I couldn't really say much about them. And another thing is the information that we've been giving before has been a little bit too much, and I wanted to slightly dial it back. Not dial it back in some areas, and I hope you guys can understand that. There are some things that we can, some things that we can't, and I think it's important that we always just double check with everybody that what we give out, we need to get more professional. Boom! But not too corporate. Just more understanding.
Well, I was gonna thinking to wear my tie that Bede gave us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I wear this shirt and that tie, would I be like semi-corporate?
As long as if you undid the top button.
I'm on the fine line here.
If you undid the top button, you'll be all right. You'll be just the perfect amount, right? Not too professional, but just about. So, guys, as I said, we don't want these to be too long. 15 more minutes, and it will be 1 hour. Let's chill. 15 minutes.
Yeah, the
1
floor.
Hour,
It,
the
what
floor.
time is it in Australia?
It depends on where you are.
2:30 in the morning.
It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Some of them are in our time zone as well. So I think Perth. Well, I'm not sure.
So those guys that was waiting for the pre-orders or validation.
Yeah, they're done. They're cool. They're happy. Everybody's around and awake at that time. I think that's actually really good. At 10:30, Australians either are in our time zone or it's like 12 o'clock for them, maybe even 12:30, whatever it is. I think it's 2.5 hours on top. That's manageable. It was the fact that we would finish at 1:30 for Australians in the further time zones would be 4 a.m. It's cool. And I like that. And people turned up. It wasn't like, people only turn up towards the end. It was, what do you guys think of the timing? What do you guys think of that? So over to you guys. Let's chat. What do you guys think of the timing of the fact that we started at 10 and launched by 10:45? Everything. We went through all the launch. And the fact is we went through the launch and started just at 10 and concentrated on that launch and kept it tight. Now, we tried to actually do it in half an hour, but we couldn't, right? Maybe because there was a lot more to talk about. And actually, I'm going to be honest with you, Chokes, I felt a little bit nervous. Yeah. And I still feel a little bit, and things didn't work. It's like, oh my God, I've forgotten how to get that set up. And there's beeping and double sounds and all that sort of stuff. All right, so McNally says that was a good move. The Rock Mania says he loves it. Yeah. Rufano's liking it. That's good, man. That's cool.
The first program was 45, and now the second program is almost an hour. So it's like an hour and 45. But because we took a break, and with some fine tuning, hopefully the two programs is about an hour and a half or something like that in the future.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, 45 and 45 each one, with a 45 in the middle. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom. I mean, we're going to finish the stream, as I said, in 15 minutes. 12:30, hey, that's an early night for us.
Yeah.
If we can get back
Hey, MAD, yes, MAD, validation will happen, but there will be no validation stream.
Correct.
Yeah, so when it comes to validation, we'll make some posts in the club and just make sure that you come back at that time to validate.
Yeah, I'm not sure kind of how the Kate one went down. It was kind of the first time. I think it wasn't too...
We posted emails out, and then an hour before the validation, there was a post. And then when it's validation, there's another post. Yeah. And there's a ticker on our website which has a countdown timer to the validation.
Sure, with a link towards what it means.
Yes.
But still, I know people found it very anticlimactic. Of course it's going to be, because there wasn't a live stream and all that sort of stuff. But as I said, those streams are not worth for us to stay up in the. It's not. It should be quite automated in the future. So yeah, that's going to be the
That's
more.
right. It'll be like Kate. Yes.
Nana say you got yourself a job today. Congratulations, mate. What did you get? What is it? Your position now, Dr. Nana. What is it?
It wasn't long ago when we congratulated you. That was for your doctor, right?
Yeah, he's a doctor now.
Yeah.
Dr. Nana, love it. So guys, Adam Tiley says, what's next? Do you have an ideal roadmap after Luigi? Now, a plan is beginning to form. We had 5 POs juggling in the air, right, Jocks? And the first one's landed, and that is the Green Boy Luigi. Next up is we have a little bit of a plan. I'm still not at that stage where I'm confident that we have the plan that I can say to you that this product will be live launched on this day in the future. We are not at that stage. We need to get at that stage. I had hoped we would be at that stage at this time, but I think it's going to take us at least another 5 to 6 months where we can be at the point of having stuff in hand. And if we can have stuff in hand where the moment we can have 5, 6 products already taken the photos, done the videos, done everything, we can all of a sudden have a line plan and a release plan in a way that has never been possible before. We talked about skin of the teeth, about me getting my 1G. 3 people by 3 people. This is the point. We've got to stop that. It's got to be like having them in reserve. The moment we have this stuff in reserve, we can concentrate on doing the cool stuff, fun, because everything's done, right? You know, right now it's too much. Oh my god, gotta get this ready, gotta get this ready, and it's all last moment. It's all last moment.
Any time up until the construction, people can actually complain and say, I
Are you just banging on you're not all of a sudden joining my community and going, I object, and then moving out again. So, next question. What's going on? Haku9, any updates on Symphony of the Night? Richter, unfortunately not. The artist who's been working on that has been busy with some other things, but I think we'll be getting to the, because you know the Castlevania line has already got stuff deep in development. You know, obviously there's Big Daddy V, he's coming soon. Big Daddy V's coming soon. He was debuted at Gamescom, and it's quite, how do I say, you know, it means we have stuff in the works, and we have Death as well coming up for that line. So Richter, yes, we've been working on him, but it's not like he's gonna jump. He's still in 3D where the others are further along, should I say. Oh, Miguel, if in case you didn't hear, mate, it's been confirmed, and I've told everybody on the stream.
I think he did.
Oh, he did.
And, you know, he was in the stream, Miguel.
He knows about it,
yeah,
does
everyone was congratulating him.
Right, so guys, check it out. Miguel Galvez on the stream on Facebook. He will be officially joining the team in a marketing capacity. You will see him in the club. Please do give him your warmest welcome when he joins in the next few days or whenever we get that done. And he's going to be taking over the sort of day-to-days of Cheggy, and then it's going to be interesting. So you're going to be Chuckles, Cheggy, and what? Mockles for Miguel.
Mockles.
Miguel.
Okay.
Or Mickles.
Mickles.
What's going to be on you? Because obviously Miguel can't be real, right?
Yeah.
Just like Peggy's not real.
That's right. Yes.
Or is he real? Or is he? Are you actually Miguel right now? Type in, oh, hi guys. So, what did actually Miguel, he actually had a question. What was his question? So, Gamescom Singapore, October 2020, is that something you're looking into? Gamescom Singapore. Yeah, I know that's something. When is that?
When? In 2020.
Wunderbar. That's just sehr good. Yeah, fine. I get that.
We definitely know about it. We definitely.
Yeah. Do we know when it is though?
The actual dates. What's the actual dates?
Yeah, that's the question. Miggles. People like Miggles, and we've got Chuckles, Cheggy, and Miggles in the house. Yeah, so you know, absolutely, Miguel is going to be It's going to be a more prominent feature. You'll be the guy that will be representing FRF on the website, on the main page. Hopefully, and the great timing is, as we saw that the club was going like this, is to have Miggles come along and just help boost it up a little bit. That's what we're looking for. Just a bit like that. Are you going to continue the hashtag feed? We're not going to do any hashtags for these. Feeding frenzies, we'll do those. That's just, of course, I'll get that done after the stream. Any Whodats? I mean, possibly, we're not right now because we've only got 6 more minutes to go. Collection Neo goes, the real question is, where is the Whodat? And that,
Where's the Whodat?
Yeah, let me know when you're not online, and then I'll tell you whenever Collection Neo, Bridget, any other crazy guys, JB, as long as I know those guys on the stream, Whodat all the time. The whole stream, we change it from live and unplugged, literally just Whodat. As long as they're not on the stream.
An hour's worth of Whodat.
Absolutely. As long as they're not, because I know all these other guys, they run scared. They get online and they get onto the hot seat, they take the 500 and they run. Because they don't want the humiliation, the shame of getting denied. And that's the thing, Chalk. So I'm happy to do a whole hour as long as those mad guys don't come onto the stream. Otherwise, not interested. So, is that the only cap you use, Chuckles? Says Gitteragut.
No, I've got other caps. Actually, this is.
You went from Gore-Tex.
Yeah, this is a different.
And then
cap.
you went from Gore-Tex
because it was summer. Because I bought this new cap.
Right.
Yeah, this is much more thinner. It's more suitable for hot weather.
I've got Brit on the stream. I love it. Mad woman. Absolutely. So it is definitely cool. All right, guys, come on, another 5 more minutes of questions. Cassie B. She says she likes to stack the points. Her and power couple James B.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like to get those points, and they've done us.
They've done really well.
They've done us with 1,000 cuts, Chocks. Let's be honest, right? We can't be sitting there laughing because they've hit us with 1,000. Who am I kidding? They're paper cuts, whatever. Is it PO every 2 weeks still the goal for FRF, or has it changed us, MED? Absolutely, it is a goal. It has always been a goal. We did it for a little bit, and we need to get back into that. We're not at that stage yet. We might every now and then hit a tour, but it's usually going to be a one a month, a one every 3. It's going to be what it's going to be until we understand what's coming up. Now, we have a lot of stuff coming along, but a lot of the time, Chocks, it's at the end, but it's not across the line, and that's where we have to improve on. Rafal, where is your Skull Knight he would have been? He's still stuck at Gamescom Customs. In case you didn't know, we haven't had a stream since then. Skull Knight, we were taking him. Yes. We took him to Gamescom, and he got stuck in Customs.
Half of the statue was already arrived in the container. The other half, we had to get that air freighted, and then we hopefully, because we're waiting day by day.
Absolutely.
Friday, was it here, or whatever day we actually got there, Saturday or something, and then what happened to it? Sunday, what happened to it? Monday, what happened to it? Tuesday, what happened to it? And it was just stuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What a shame.
Absolutely. Brenton Friedley.
Oh yeah, the Melbourne PAX is happening right now.
Is it?
I believe Miranda is
it
attending that.
Nice. Yeah. I know she's super involved with the community over there, which is really cool. Really cool to see. Friedley is asking about the old banjo. I haven't had a chance to go to the factory. I know that factory is the one that's been doing Guts. Now Guts is already starting to do that. Then we've got Shiranui at that factory, then banjo. So to be honest with you, that's quite deep in production. I should be probably going to the factory, if not this coming week, the following week, and I'll have a better idea of what's going on there.
Holly Westover. Alex, any more gaming sessions coming up? She missed those.
Yeah, I know, right, Holly? Not just yet. Maybe we should because we can do two-player Luigi, right? That would be cool. I mean,
how can it? Yeah, I mean, that is part of some of the programs that we want to do as well. You know, chilling out, play the games. You can watch us play. You know, it's like a watch party where we all sit down and play. You give us some hints, have some laughs. You know, stress free. You know, whether it's an hour or two or whatever it is, at least it's something that, hey guys, you know that we work hard on the actual products, the projects, and then you can see us relax with you guys.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Mario Kart Tour, that's looking awesome.
Yeah, I'm
and a
enjoying
chance to go
that.
with that. I want to see that online component, then we can smoke these fools. Jokes. If someone, obviously, if we find someone in front of us from the OCC, they've joined us, you hit that blue shell. Hit that blue shell. No mercy. Boom.
Now I'm gonna go super big and just stomp on you.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
I'll flatten you.
Nice one. Jane May is saying, my hero is going to be starting tomorrow.
My God,
I
October
know,
already.
right? Crazy.
I haven't even finished
Of
season
course,
3,
gonna
mate.
start. Gonna have to catch up with all of that. Gonna catch up with all of that. The shipping price for Guts is going to be reallocated in the same way that it was done, much the same way as Ornstein.
I much appreciate, Holly. Thanks for picking up the Luigi exclusive edition.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Have you pre-ordered the game? You looking forward to that?
All right, guys. So let's see. John Rafano, I thought you got your Bowser. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. As I said, I'm trying to avoid being too much into the club as much, and I do lose that feeling of knowing about your lives and all that sort of stuff. But I need some me time, Chocks. I need some FRF time, and that is it might sound a little bit. I feel a little bit guilty about that, to be honest with you, but it's been really good. It's been really good. I feel really focused. I feel super pumped, and I'm excited. All right, so one more before we leave. Chris Harrison says, "Will there be a Resident Luigi?" Nothing is confirmed. So that is where we're at for that. That's where we're going to go for that. All right. Hey, Rufano says he's ordered 2 POs for the exclusives. Luigi's, I really appreciate that. All right, Chocks, anything before we wrap this one up? Because it has been that 1 hour. It's been super fun hanging.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add before?
It was nice to be back, guys. Hopefully,
Absolutely.
Once we have another launch, we'll be back again. Hopefully, we have more information to share with you with future upcoming live streams or pre-recorded stuff. Besides that, it's a Luigi's Mansion, just all evergreen Luigi hype in the club. So, guys,
You can have like some Mario stuff in there, of course. Yeah, of course.
show you support. Show
Yeah.
you, we're all fans of Nintendo right here. So, we're looking forward to this pre-order, and we're looking forward to the validation as well. So, hope you guys come back on that day.
Liam O'Brien, it says Alex is spying on us all. He knows so much. This guy.
Who?
I'm Liam O'Brien. I don't even. He's the guy who's got a Dexter face on his face. I'm pretty sure. And I'm on this one where it just has F. I can't even see just by the name.
Right.
Is he got a Dexter on his
yeah.
face? Let me see if he's got a Dexter face.
Yeah.
Is that a Dexter face? Ban him. I know too much about him. JC, thanks very much, guys. Says it's nice to see us. I appreciate that. Thank you so much again, guys. It has been absolutely awesome chilling. I feel pumped. I feel hyped. I'm so glad that we could just chill and hang. Things are changing. Things are evolving. When the company is super running smoothly, we'll be back at it. More content, more professional stuff, just chilling out. The team is getting bigger, Chocks.
Yeah.
And the thing is, just want to say one thing before we leave this one up, okay? We are over. We're not big potatoes as a company, but we're big potatoes when it comes to the company's size of the people and the staff that we have. And all of a sudden, the stakes are much higher. And it means that whenever you have a huge positive thing, but if you divide it amongst all, amongst everyone in the team, it's, it's not as big. Any problem that you have that's small, when you multiply it by the number of people in the team, it's a huge problem. And that means any small misstep could be an issue, and it means that the stakes are much higher. We have to make sure that we walk the path clearly and focused, and that is what I've been looking at for the last 2 months, and I feel more clarity, much more focused than I have been in a long time. I'm excited. Choco's excited, you can tell by his face. You guys get excited, please, and thank you for being with us on this journey. We will be, of course, back at it again we're not sure when. We'll let you know when we're back at it again.
We will let you know.
McNally, hit that watchtower. 15 minutes. You're going to be feeding and frenzying once again. I'm your host, Alex.
I'm Chocos.
FRF is love.
FRF is life.
I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Later.